Hello friends, welcome to all of you. This is lecture number 1 on polarography. Myself Dr. Venkatesh Gopala, Assistant Professor in Department of Chemistry at Anandibai Rao Arts, Commerce and Science College by Powadi. Friends, in this lecture we will see the introduction of polarography. Again, in that we will see the potentiometry, voltammetry, polarography, and also the basic principles of polarography. Let's see one by one. Introduction. First of all, let's see the potentiometry. In potentiometry, the potential difference between the two electrodes is measured when when the current between the electrodes is maintained at a nearly zero current condition. Generally, the potential of the indicator electrode varies, or you can say the changes, with the concentration of analyte or the sample, while the potential of the reference electrode is nearly constant. So this is all about the potentiometry. Now let's see the voltammetry. In voltammetry, the current is measured at an applied voltage with the analyte forming an electrolytic cell. The measurement is carried out for different values of applied potential, and a current voltage curve, or you can say the graph, is constructed. Now let's see the polarography. It is the voltammetric technique. This polarographic technique involves the construction of a current voltage curve from the measurement of a current at different voltages applied to an electrolytic cell. In this technique, the sample solution is electrolyzed between two electrodes, one of which is small and polarizable, while the other is large and non-polarizable. The resulting current voltage curve is known as polarogram. The obtained polarogram can be used to produce qualitative and quantitative information about the sample solution. The dropping mercury electrode, which is also called as a DME, is a small and polarizable electrode which works as a cathode, and the sample reaction occurs at this electrode. The other electrode, which is large in size and non-polarizable, is either a secondary reference electrode like a saturated Calimol electrode, which is called as a SCE, or a pool of mercury. Let's say when we voltage applied to a solution of a metal ion, the reduction of the metal ion at the dropping mercury electrode occurs. So this is all about polarography. Polarizable electrode is one which can take any potential which is applied to it, since it does not possess its own potential. For example, the polarizable electrode is a dropping mercury electrode. It is also called as a micro electrode, since it is small in size and surface area compared to the other electrode. Non-polarizable electrode. A non-polarizable electrode will have its own potential, so it cannot take any potential applied to it. For example, the example of non-polarizable electrode is a saturated Calimol electrode, that is a SCE. This non-polarizable electrode is large in size and it is also called as a macro electrode. The DC polarography involves, that is a direct current polarography, involves the use of two electrodes which are referred to as a polarizable or micro electrode and non-polarizable, that is a macro electrodes. So this is all about the introductory part of this chapter, that is the polarography. Now let's see the basic principles of polarography. Polarography involves the study of electrode possesses by means of electrolysis with two electrodes. One is polarizable and another is non-polarizable. The electrolysis of a dilute metal ion solution is carried out in presence of a large concentration of a indifferent electrolyte under unstirred condition. The plot of current I versus applied potential V is referred to as a polarigram. The polarigram or a polarigraphic curve is used for qualitative and quantitative analysis. Now let's try to understand by taking one example. Let's consider in polarography, the electrolysis of a dilute metal ion solution is carried out between a DME, that is a dropping mercury electrode, and a pool of mercury. Here the DME acting as a cathode and referred as a polarizable electrode or microelectrode, or you can say indicator electrode, while pool of mercury act as anode and referred as a non-polarizable electrode, or you can say macro electrode. Between these two electrodes, the potential is applied in presence of a large concentration of a supporting electrolyte like a KCl, that is a potassium chloride, under unstirred condition. As the applied potential is increased gradually, the current is recorded and a graph is obtained called as a polarigram or polarographic wave, as shown in the figure here. You can see in the polarigram the three different portions are there, that is AB, BC and CD. Let's see these portions one by one. First one is a portion AB. It represents residual current. At the beginning of a electrolysis, the potential applied is not sufficient, so no reaction takes place at the electrode. Hence, no current flows. Even though the migration of ions of a supporting electrolyte, that is a KCl, to respective electrode produces small current, which is called as a residual current. Now let's see the portion BC. At point B, the reduction of metal ions begins, resulting in the production of the current. This reduction reaction continues till all metal ions get reduced at point C. As the potential is increased, furthermore, and more ions reaching the electrode surface get reduced, as shown in increase in the current, that is a portion BC. Now let's see the portion CD. It represents the limiting current. After point C, all the ions reaching the electrode surface get reduced immediately and the concentration at the surface become zero. Thereafter, the concentration gradient cannot increases, hence the current attains a steady limiting value. So this is called as a limiting current, which represents the portion CD. Now in the polarigram, the last term, that is a half wave potential, which is represented by E half. This is the potential at which the current flowing through the polarographic cell is half of the diffusion current, is called as a half wave potential. So this is all about basic principles of polarography. Thank you for watching.